Right. Fucking homo. I almost spit it all over the goddamn place.
Hello. Here we go. Hello and welcome to That Is Nice. We are here with Mason. Mason is from episode number 2, The Path to Becoming a Paramedic. Just so you all know, I'm a Funkle now. Got my Funkle shirt. So, to start off, how you doing, Mason?
I just want to let you know you're talking really loud, facing the wall where my neighbor is.
My bad. So how you doing, Mason?
Awful.
As always.
Mm-hmm.
So, you heard about North Korea, and I guess North Korea pulled the ultimate, it's just a prank, bro, on the world. Because, let's see, they go from threatening to bombing us with nukes, and all these, fancy things they're going to do to us, to going, it's just a prank, bro, we want peace. You're such a fuck.
What am I supposed to say?
So, do you know what happened? What is your stance on North Korea? I
don't know.
Do you know what North Korea is?
Yeah, those guys that are above South Korea.
So he knows what North Korea is. So North Korea, what happened was President Moon Jae-in signed something with Kim Jong Un, okay? That they want to end all the war and everything. They want to have peace. They don't want to have all this tension. And they went and they crossed the DMZ. Moon Jae-in went to the north. Kim Jong Un went to the south. They shook hands. They held hands. And
wait, they crossed each other. So
they crossed the DMZ.
They stood on the other sides of each other's things.
Yeah, Kim Jong Un pulled Moon Jae-in over to the north side, and Kim Jong Un went over to the south side.
And then reached back across to shake each other's hands.
They were shaking each other's hands, and he was like, So that's why it's the ultimate. It's a prank, bro, because they hate each other. And they have nukes pointed towards South Korea and all this stuff. And then Kim Jong-un was going, oh, I'm not the kind of person who's going to nuke anybody. I'm not going to nuke anybody. So it was pretty historic. And North Korea even changed their time zone back to 30 minutes so it matches the South. I'm sorry, everybody. Should just interview a fucking blow-up doll or something, it would have been a lot better content. So, moving on, I guess. You got nothing to say about this?
I don't really care.
Okay. So, do you want to just go to war with them or something? Is that all you care about? And if, I like to plug this, if you haven't heard of it before, Mason's a perfect example of breast implants. They look very voluptuous.
Stop.
They're very voluptuous. You don't want to know what he just did under this table. But I don't got pants on. I don't got any pants on.
God.
So, okay, well, I'm glad you there goes half of the fucking. Trump is planning to actually meet with Kim Jong Un, meet with him in person, and he's really the first president to do that. Any thoughts on that?
It's kind of cool, I guess.
But you can't trust this guy. You can't trust Kim Jong Un because he's broken promises with Clinton. He's broken promises with Bush. He's broken promises with Obama. He's broken promises with
Clinton.
South Korea.
How old?
Bill Clinton. The other one. Mason, can you name the last 5 presidents?
Obama. Bush again.
Okay, yeah. You mean 2 terms? All right.
I don't know.
And then it seems like Kim Jong Un has devious intent because he's doing all these things, trying to make amends, trying to make peace, trying to be friendly, and all this stuff. However, like, what do you think his intent is? He's doing all this stuff that's so out of his realm. Do you think he has alternative motives, or?
I mean, not really a political guy.
Yes, you are, though. How do you feel about guns?
I think everyone should have one.
Why do you think everyone should have one?
Because it's fucking America.
Fucking America, not just America.
Yeah, fucking
Okay, well, what if...
it's a free goddamn nation.
Okay. Well, that's all. Thanks for watching. So Kim Jong Un, I think one of the reasons he could be doing this is he faced a real problem because he just noticed like diminishing returns on his threats. He kept doing them, and like, yeah, they worked to a certain point, and once he got to like the 50th threat that he's gonna nuke us, everyone just look at him as like the boy who cries wolf, you know. But except the wolf doesn't actually ever come because he doesn't actually ever nuke us. I drove all the way out here for this.
What?
I drove all the way out here.
Wanted to spend the night?
Nah.
Good.
Okay, so, all right, Mason. So let me ask you this question: capitalism, socialism, or communism?
Capitalism.
Why?
Because the other two suck.
So why do the other two suck?
It's the land of the free, home of the brave.
Where are you from? You from Denmark? So why capitalism? Why is capitalism the best?
Because handouts. I just had a stroke. I mean, I personally think capitalism's better than the other two because the world that functions on handouts is pretty shitty.
Oh, wow.
I think we have to restart.
We're not restarting.
I wasn't ready. 10 minutes into it. Oh.
I don't think the second time is going to be any better than the first 10. So yeah, I mean, I think capitalism is like, as you can see here in the notes you keep looking at, capitalism to me is the best as well, because now imagine if a company like Google ran everything and they gave you everything you need to survive. They gave you a job. Every job you have is for Google. So now what happens if they just leave the one town? Like, for example, the Rust Belts. Like, when in the Rust Belts where there was a factory and it supplied jobs to everybody, and everyone and their sister worked in these factories. Then suddenly they go out of business, or they decide to leave to go across the lake to get some cheaper labor. Then the city is just left just poor, and no one has jobs, and they have all these socioeconomic issues. So now, who's to say that won't happen if Google runs everything? It's just like, oh, I just want to leave this place. They could just absolutely destroy everything, because there's not a bunch of different businesses that if one fails, like if Google fails, everything fails. Just like if that factory in the town fails, that town fails. But if Google's running everything and they fail, there's no one else there to back it up. There's no new factory to come into that town. Right? And that would be like communism.
Amen. Bro, I was so unprepared for this.
No shit. And then also, if it's not communism, like what innovations in tech would even come? Because you're not gonna have people who are gonna like stay up and have all those sleepless nights and put all of that energy and time and money into developing new products so that they can go and, you know, be successful or change the world. Because if they go and have all those sleepless nights, they're gonna make the same amount as the person who's not doing jack shit. Yeah.
this is like shit that's like way out of my fucking
All right. What's your favorite color crayon?
black.
Okay. Why do you like black? You like black, right? Don't you, Mason? I don't know, internet. I don't know, internet, if Mason likes black. Why not brown? You don't like brown? Or yellow? Internet. Yeah, it's black, brown, and yellow. You probably like white though, right? You like the white crayon.
My chest really hurts actually.
Chest hurts.
Oh, like crap.
Okay. All right. Well, that was terrible. I'm sorry. I thought our guest was going to be a little bit more prepared. But I hope you
with all the editing, you're gonna have like a 30-second
probably
clip.
the 30-second clip.
This is Mason.
I'm just gonna call this one the worst podcast ever. So thank you. Was it nice? Was it nice?
Yeah.
It was nice. He said yeah. So remember to follow us on Instagram at That Is Nice Podcast. And thank you, everyone, and have a good night. And I'm sorry. So I drove all the way out here. Are you kidding me?